He's got tiny balls. Maybe he's got a tiny nutsack.
You gotta inflate those nuts.
He tries to like make it bigger to impress people, and then it doesn't happen because
that's a real thing. You know, you can do that.
Inflate your nuts.
Yeah, you can like put air in there or something.
You would know.
It's supposedly like kind of safe, but not really.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit Podcast. It's your favorite host of the most, Tom, the Turkey Tom Sandwich. Tuna. I don't like lettuce. With me every week is Danny, of course.
Hey.
And Nick Too Slick.
Ooh, and I cannot emphasize this enough, goo.
Oh my god.
Dude, this week we're talking about dreams, sequels, and reboots. And because, here's what happened. So, like, last week, me and Nick, we were doing listener question. And Gizmo, shout out to Gizmo, new patron, and a fresh Discord member. They had asked, like, a litany of questions. And one of the questions was, like, if you had to remake an anime, what anime would you do? And, like, what studio would you get to do it? And me and Nick answered the question, but we were like, holy crap, that's actually be a sick topic idea. So that's what we're doing this week. Shout out to Gizmo. Thank you for that. You could count this as a patron cast, like a patron idea topic. That's pretty good. But yeah, thank you for that. So we're going to talk about that. And we're going to go roundtable. We've each picked 3 shows and that we want to see get rebooted or sequeled or whatever. And or, you know, like fully adapted properly. I did do a patron like solo cast, like a simcast on this a while ago. If you want to go listen to that, you can if you're a patron. But yeah, these are different. I think most of these, except for like one of them, is different than the picks I have on there. But yeah, dude, we're gonna do that for you. But first, let's take a small break right here. Boom, check that out. Okay, links. .animesummit.net. You can find everything right there. Where to listen, where to follow. Discord. You should join the Discord because it's really fun and everyone just posts boobs and yells at each other. And Manga Book Club. This weekend in Manga Book Club.
The Mango Chutney Book Club?
The Mango Chutney.
We just changed the Discord name.
I have to change the Manga Book Club role to Mango Chutney Book Club.
Just leave it.
This weekend they are
or do chutney roll.
Chutney. This weekend they are doing Berserk Volume 21 to 25. That's chapters 155 to 206. And then the weekend after that, on the 29th, they're doing Land of the Lustrous Volume 1 and 3. So if you're not part of the Discord, you know, that's a pretty fun reason to join it by itself right there. I think Manga Book Club is really fun. They always have a lot of fun every week. And I appreciate it. It's really cool. I like it. Anyway, I also want to say this. For everyone who listens on YouTube, I am very sorry that I'm so inconsistent with uploading everything.
Oh my god, Sam.
I know. It's really bad. I always forget.
What the hell? Also, Danny, I'm not going to take that crap from you because the first exclusive patron podcast episode should have been yours and Kai's episode that nobody has heard because okay, I put me on the spot right now.
I already got it. I already got it. He sent me the file already.
Oh, did he? Oh,
yeah.
I'm so terrible. I'm so bad.
It was recorded like a year ago, I think. But speaking of which, on links.animesummit.net, you can find the link to the Patreon. Become a patron today, get exclusive podcasts and solo casts from the hosts, things like that, get things early. And the first ever patron exclusive podcast episode is on there now, which is me and Mario's fresh thoughts on the last Evangelion rebuild movie, Thrice Upon a Time. So if you want to listen to that, become a patron.
Sam, we gotta do our Sailor Moon and Saint Seiya exclusive.
Yeah, you gotta give me a minute. That's gonna...
Same. I mean, same.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we're gonna review those, and then also, what else was I gonna say about Patreon? Oh no, I think I said it already. But yeah, anyway, become a patron. It's awesome, and anyone who's a patron right now, thank you, really appreciate it. Listener question of the week, Nick.
Huh? I had something on my keyboard. Okay. Question of the week. This is by Patron Saint. If you could have any voice actor narrate your life, who would you pick? For myself, I would pick Ian Sinclair because he sounds like Space Dandy, and that would be hilarious.
Isn't he? Isn't
he is Space Dandy?
He is Space Dandy. Honestly,
because he sounds like Space Dandy.
Honestly, honestly, I would pick Ian Sinclair as well because he's the narrator for Love is War, and I love his narration.
Oh, I haven't seen the dub in that. Okay.
Oh, it's so funny.
All right,
he does such a great job.
Sam, we're all picking Ian Sinclair. Let's go.
I probably would do Ian Sinclair. If not Ian Sinclair, probably
because everything you did would sound funny.
Yeah,
I would probably also do maybe Laura Bailey.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say before.
Oh, what did
Nick
she do
ruined
again?
it. She does.
She does Toru
bunch.
Honda.
She does Toru. She does Shin-chan.
She's also in Soul Eater as well. And
I haven't seen any of this. Well, I've seen Kobayashi, but
she's in Yu Yu Hakusho as well. She's what's her name? I forget.
Oh, here we go. I'm finding stuff. She's not. Oh, she is. She's Keiko.
Yes, Keiko. Yeah.
Keiko.
More like Keiko. You know what I'm saying? When Yusuke touches her butt. You guys remember?
So anyway, Danny.
Just some light sexual harassment.
Yeah. What's up?
Lights.
What? They were dating. It's not. It can't be harassment if they're dating. That's the rule.
Waifu and Husbando, Danny. We're gonna get canceled so quick. God. All right, Waifu and Husbando, Danny.
Waifu is Ano Kiyoyama from Shaman King, which is out right now on Netflix. Finally, the reboot.
Buttflix.
It's finally out of Netflix jail. And then Husbando is Sha Gojo from Saiyuki.
Yeah.
Apparently
I don't know what that is.
Rumored to get a reboot as well.
Whoops,
Question mark.
I tried to Google it and I butchered that.
Yeah, both these characters are getting reboots or sequels or remakes right now. Shaman King is on Netflix right now, and Saiyuki is getting a new one called like Saiyuki Rindo or something like that. I don't fucking know. And nobody knows if it's like an adaptation or a remake or like some other.
So that's like a fantasy
story.
thing, right?
Yeah, it's got like Goku and
There's
shit.
like demons and like it's pretty much kind of like these four guys go out on a journey to like defeat these demons who want to resurrect this all-powerful demon and cause havoc on the planet and stuff.
Oh yeah, typical story. Yep.
Yeah,
but it's got like a journey to the west like inspiration element to it.
Yeah, that too.
So there's like the Monkey King and the witch and shit. But yeah, dude, that's what you got for Waifu and Husbando. Now on to the main Tropic Thunder. Here we go. Dream sequels and reboots. The thing in what makes them good? What makes them bad? What do we want in reboots and sequels? I think so. Like this past year, especially, or past couple years even, we've gotten a bunch of remakes. We got like Sorcerer Stabber Orphan, the new Digimon Adventure, which I think is pretty great, way better than the original in my opinion. We got Fruits Basket, and we're getting a sequel right now. There's a sequel to Get a Robo that's airing, which like technically it's based on the manga that was a sequel to the original, whatever. But yeah, so it's like they're not all good, but some of them are like really fucking good. Like I thought Fruits Basket was really good. I think Digimon Adventure is really good. Orphan's okay, like it's way better. I think it's a little better than the original, but it's like more boring than the original. I don't know. The original got more to the point. So it's like, what makes them good? What makes them bad? I think for me personally, what makes them good is like
obviously take what's already good and just like elevate it, right? Like that's the dream right there. Like it's very people say like, oh, that's easy. Like obviously that's easy with the new technology we have. It's like, no, it's not, because you could still fuck up the script. Like you're not gonna, like you could easily fuck up the script and make it more boring, or,
Yeah, they could do what Sailor Moon did with Sailor Moon Crystal. I've said this a million times, but they were too close to the manga. You gotta adapt it.
Yeah, like it has to transfer to the screen properly. Like,
and it can't just be rushing through a bunch of plot points. You need some characters in there.
And I think that's like it literally could be, the difference could be either night and day, or it could be like this really big gray area. Like the beginning of it could be sweet, the middle of it could be bad, and the ending could be really good. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Danny, what do you think?
I mean, pretty much the same points that you said, Sam. Like, definitely. I mean, I feel like a prime example would be, I guess, like more of on a negative kind of thing in wanting reboots is like the video game adaptation kind of stuff. I mean, there are some good ones. Even though it wasn't my particular favorite, but Steins Gate was a really good game adaptation.
That was
Attorney
wasn't that like a virtual novel or something?
This is a visual novel.
Yeah, well, like
visual
visual novels.
I don't even really count that as a video game.
I mean, it's still technically a video game.
It kind of is, but not really. It's not like a platformer though. You're not like hupping like Mario. You know what I mean?
Hupping.
Hup.
Yeah, like definitely. Especially when you love the series so much and they kind of just like butcher it, it's just like, why'd you do this?
Yeah, like one of them in my list.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one of them is on my list as well.
We all have it probably.
I don't think I do. I think I just
except
have
for
stuff
Sam's obscure OVAs.
They're not.
I mean,
obscure.
there are definite some OVAs that would, I feel, be great as like full on series.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. There's a bunch of them. Like Battle Angel Alita. Battle Angel Alita would be great.
Yeah, I should have picked that one, but that was.
You still got time.
I
literally just type in the name and use the same exact staff for one of your other ones.
No, it's fine. I still would like to see that. I think the reason I didn't pick it is because I said it on my solo cast. So I was trying to, for me and my list personally, I was trying to avoid stuff that I had already said on that solo cast, plus things that I talk about all the time. So like I didn't want to say.
True.
Yeah, I tried to do that, but then I failed.
I didn't want to say Tenjo Tenge.
At least one of them I definitely have said plenty of times.
Yeah, I didn't want to say Tenjo Tenge. I didn't want to say Dragon Half, like the things that I talk about randomly all the time on this podcast. I didn't want to say any of those, so I tried to avoid doing that because I didn't want people to be like.
I really only have one that's that bad, really.
Because the first one I immediately thought of was like do an anime adaptation of the two Sega Saturn games that take place after the Nadesco movie. And then it's like, okay, well, I literally talk about this all the time. I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like I just
You haven't mentioned Nadesco in a little while, unless you're talking about it on your solo cast or something.
No, not lately. Not on my solo cast, but like yeah, I definitely like people get. I think people get it. You know,
as long as we don't fall into the trap of like talking about the same anime every episode, like Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah,
did I mention I like Hunter x Hunter?
Hunter x Hunter was another one I wanted to think of or say, and I was like, nah.
You can if you want. That's fine. I mean, you don't mention that one all the time, so it's fine.
Yeah, Nick.
What? I just said it one time, okay?
I don't really think it really needs a reboot, though.
No, but
it just needs like it needs
a sequel. Yeah, it needs.
Oh.
Yeah, they need to finish it. Yeah.
But then the guy hasn't even finished the manga yet, so it's like
no, yeah.
He has like one freaking volume a year or something, or less than that.
He just is having a hard time, and I don't know.
They need to chain him to his desk. Okay,
No.
All right.
He works for me.
No.
You work for us. Anyway, but yeah, let's go round table.
I shouldn't say that.
Let's go
so
around.
mangaka that die early.
Yeah, dude. No, yeah, you're gonna fucking kill him.
Yeah, like one of mine.
Let's go. Yeah, Jesus. Let's go round table. We're doing NSD order this time. National Security Demolition.
Oh, Division. That made
Division.
way more sense. What did you say, Sam?
I said
Demolition.
I said demolition. We're gonna secure these premises so we can demolish it. Okay, bye. Okay, sorry. All right, Nick.
The funny thing is, like in the military, I'm not a military person, but apparently, if you go to different branches and you say secure this location, they'll all do a different thing.
Oh, jeez.
So it's like one of them will blow it up, one of them will capture it, one of them will do paperwork. I don't know, but anyway. I'm not a military person. I don't know. I think it might just be a joke too, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor, but I can tell you that the vaccines will give you 5G. So trust me. All right.
Mine hasn't activated yet.
I wish mine activated. Fuck, dude. Stuck on this poverty ass 4G. God.
You also need a new laptop.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You're still
Okay.
on that Windows 95.
No,
I
he
wish.
updated to 96.
96.
Oh. What a big difference.
Okay, Nick, go ahead. Sorry.
All right. So my
keep
first
interrupting
one.
you.
This is gonna be a sequel. Spice and Wolf 3. Everyone always memes about when are they gonna make the next Spice and Wolf season. The first 2 seasons came out in like 2007, 2009, thereabouts. I should really have the exact date on hand, but yeah, it was 2008 and 9. And so they cover, those first 2 seasons cover like the first 5 novels. It's like a light novel, also a manga. I don't know the exact percentage of what it covered, but like, so the manga has like 16 volumes, I think. Is it 16 volumes? Pretty sure it is. Yeah, 16 volumes. I think that, so they covered like roughly a third or half of the story. I'm not an expert. I really should watch this, and I should nominate it for Manga Book Club. How about that? What do you guys think of that? Okay. Nominating it on the podcast. I'm using my platform.
Hashtag nominating on the podcast. Everyone take a
But
shot.
yeah, I mean, Spice and Wolf. So let's say they covered a third or half. I could be off by a little bit. I have not read it, but it ended like kind of okay, like on an arc where they're like leaving one of the towns. I don't remember like everything crystal clear, but they needed to finish it because like it had a really good. It had like a really good direction that it was going. Like Lawrence was traveling with Holo, and they were trying to find. They were going to the north to. God, I don't even remember all the details on it. I really should have looked this up first, but they're trying to find something, and like there's like this kind of this bittersweetness to it because she was like Holo was like this the wheat god or whatever, and Lawrence knows that like they can't be together forever and all that, and there's like the impermanence to it, and it's like winter, snow's coming down, it's fall, fuck, and they're bantering. That's my summary of Spice and Wolf. I have no summary.
Impressive.
And then winter comes with the blizzard. And then
They're eating apples. God. As their hearts and destination grow closer, their days of companionship are numbered.
Oh my god.
I stole that from
Nick,
the Mallory, right?
Okay, but when you fucking like summarize things from now on, can you do it in that fucking
and then
that fucking like comic cartoon nerdy voice, like my favorite Gundam is the RX-78G.
Because you see, it has the special characteristics in the rifle.
I don't know. I don't know Gundams. I don't know shit about Gundam. All I know is that I am a Gundam.
Yeah, Nick is a Gundam. That's the.
But yeah,
the key.
Spice and Wolf. For the studio and all that stuff, I'm gonna do Kyoto Animation, because Spice and Wolf I feel like it's like a soft and fluffy story a little bit, and Kyoto Animation is like probably the best animation studio. I just had to pick them. If you guys want to pick them too, that's fine. But Director Naoko Yamada. She works for Koto Animation. She's done a whole bunch of stuff. I should really find what she's done, but I think she did like Liz and the Bluebird. I'm pretty sure she did. And she's relatively young too. She was born in 1984, so she's one of the youngest directors. But she's basically worked on like every Kyoto Animation thing, because that's what they do. Like they just kind of keep everything in house and all that. Hibike Euphonium, Yoka. She directed K-On! Whole bunch of stuff. Koi no Katachi. There we go.
She directed A Silent Voice.
Yeah, Silent Voice. That's what I just said.
This person I was looking up earlier for like
Tamako Love Story, Tamako Market.
She's good. She's good.
If you like pigeon toes, there you go. Naoko Yamada is your pick.
Pigeon toes.
Yamada or Yamada? I'm gonna say it different every time.
Yamada. It's Yamada, but yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
Music, Yuki Kajira. I think she did Garden of Sinners and like a whole bunch of. She did Dot Hack Sign, I think.
Yeah, Yuki Kajira is goated.
Yeah, it's kind of cheating, but I'm just picking like the best ones.
No way. You can pick whoever you want. That's good.
Because I feel like that could fit with if they do like a little bit of Dot Hack style, you know. I feel like that could work. Maybe a little bit less electric. Maybe
like that old world like Celtic violin mixed with.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, she just got to make it sound like the first OP to Spice and Wolf, like for the whole soundtrack, pretty much. And that just do that. Do like the do the trigger thing where you have like the same 4 songs that play, and then have like one song that's like a Pavlovian thing that like trains us to cry, like Anohana. She didn't do Anohana, but like that'd be funny. Yeah, so I got her as the music, and then script. I don't know why I'm doing script, because like they have the novel, right? So like, what do you need a scriptwriter for? But I don't know how that stuff works. Nisio Isin, because he did Monogatari, and he's good at wordy shit, and like there's a lot of banter between Lawrence and Holo, so I figured that could work out. And then character designer, I don't know why we need this either, but I did the guy who did the Gunbuster character designs. I don't know if he's still working, but Haruhiko Mikamoto.
The only reason like I picked character designers for mine is just because I wanted people to like imagine how it would look, you know. But like, yeah.
I don't even know if that's even the best character designer for this, but I like Gunbuster. So for Spice Wolf plus Gunbuster.
I would think people would want to keep it the same, but if you want to just go off the rails, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Who gives a fuck?
I don't have the character designers for my other ones.
Fun, bitch. All right. That's pretty good. I think a lot of people want that. So, the thing about all the ones I picked is that these are things that nobody wants because they don't know that they exist. So, like, but when they see it, they'll be like, oh, okay, GG sneeze. So, the first one I picked was My Dear Marie, which originally was a 3-ep OVA by Studio Pierrot. It was written by Sakura Takeuchi. And it's serialized in Weekly Young Jump. It's like 10 volumes. So, you know, obviously this was around the time where all they did was like fucking OVAs and shit. So, I never got a series or whatever. But it ran from 94 to 97. And the anime was originally directed by Tomoro Mochizuki. Produced by ADV Films. Basically, there's this guy. He's a college student, and he's, like, in the engineering program or something. But he's, like, a genius in robotics, and that's what he really wants to do. So, like, he's got a crush on this chick, and I forgot her name. But he builds a robot or android who looks exactly like her, except with pink hair instead of purple hair. Literally, like, dead ringer for this girl. Like, looks exactly like the other chick. And names her Marie. And then bunch of shenanigans happens. And then there's this other girl who's like a tsundere named Hibiki Kano, and she is like a delinquent, but she like is in love with the MC guy, MC Idiot, Hiroshi. I call him MC Idiot because he's stupid. But it would be cool. It'd be like a cool slice of life, kind of funny, maybe a little bit fan servicey, a little booty shot. There's a little booty shot here. Maybe the MC Idiot gets naked and you see
He's got tiny balls. Maybe he's got a tiny nutsack.
You gotta inflate those nuts.
He tries to like make it bigger to impress people, and then it doesn't happen because he
That's
sucks.
a real thing, you know. You can do that.
Inflate your nuts.
Yeah, you can like put air in there or something.
You would know.
It's supposedly like kind of safe, but not really.
Doesn't sound safe at all.
No, it doesn't. But people do it.
But yeah, and then I think also like it would be cool if Ria Matsumoto did the directing. She's done like Precure, Kyosugiga, Blood Blockade, Battlefront, which I
still gotta watch that.
Yeah. But like mostly because of Kyosugiga. I just literally love the way Kyosugiga's done. So, I should have looked up the animation staff for Kyosugiga because I think like there's like some action scenes in My Dear Marie, like actual like straight up fighting in it, and it's actually kind of sick.
Oh, I remember watching this.
Yeah, it's really cool. I really like it, and it would have been cool to see a whole series
hair,
of it.
You got the blue hair.
And then character design by Kinihiko Hamada. They've done Card Captor Sakura, Chihina Fina, Nana.
You're gonna like the way you look, Chihina Fina.
And Ore Monogatari and Summer Wars. They did the character designs for those. I thought that would look really pretty, and I thought it would look really cool. So
yeah, this could definitely use like a complete readaptation.
I would love it.
Instead of just 3 episodes, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's my first one.
Nice. I guess it's my turn, huh?
Yes, Danny, you're the only one left.
I'm the only one.
She's the one. She's the Matrix.
I mean, it's my first one definitely is really no surprise. I definitely would want a complete readaptation, sequel, reboot, whatever you want to call it, to Princess Jellyfish. How the anime ended, it was good. I mean, it definitely could have used more, especially how it ended. They also took some stuff out compared to the manga. So
yeah, like
okay, wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt, but like the manga goes further than the anime, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
How far
sure.
in did it get? Like roughly, like halfway.
It probably covered. So the anime probably covered around maybe like 4 to 5 volumes.
Oh, how many volumes are there?
There is. Hang on, let me check.
You should have this, Danny.
There is 17 volumes and 93 chapters.
So like a third or so.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
yeah. But they also like changed a few stuff around. So I mean, this is not like a major spoiler, but they end up competing in like a fashion competition. And in the anime, they actually went to a venue for it. Whereas in the manga, they actually had their fashion show in the apartment building that the girls live in. So, and like after that, they also like pursued on making a clothing line and everything. So, whereas the anime just kind of just stopped like them winning the competition, and that's that. So it was like sort of somewhat satisfaction ending, but also like there is room to grow and build. So yeah, I definitely would probably want a complete like, you know, Fruits Basket makeover for Princess Jellyfish, because there's just so much potential to the actual manga, and I love the manga. It's so beautifully drawn. So for studios, I mean, I definitely Brian's Base did
Brian's base.
yeah, Brains Base was the studio for the original, the actual Fruits Basket. I'm talking about Fruits Basket on the brain. but for me, I think for a complete readaptation, TSM Entertainment, who actually did the reboot for Fruits Basket, should do the reboot, or I would wish them to do it for Princess Jellyfish.
So you're looking for a full adaptation plus like
completely revamped, pretty much kind of like what they did with Fruits Basket. Like the author is a part of the staff, so I definitely feel like Ayako could be like the chief supervisor. Like what everything has to go through her in order for her to like accept any changes or no changes or even add on to anything.
Yeah. So full on redo and more closer to the manga.
Yeah, and there's like other characters in the manga that aren't even like introduced in the anime at all. So
Okay.
Yeah. Director, I would totally love the guy who did the Fruits Basket reboot, or even Sayo Yamamoto, who did Yuri on Ice.
Oh yeah,
so
that would work.
I just feel like lots of sparkles. It's like super fashionable, like a romance kind of thing. So I feel like the animation should definitely like, and the direction overall should be very like wow, sparkly kind of, like Yuri on Ice, pretty much. So,
okay,
with extra sparkles.
Extra sparkles.
Extra sparkles.
Okay, Nick, what do you got for your second one?
This is the really obvious one. I'm gonna say what I said last time. Berserk. I know this is kind of
your answer. Yeah, this is your answer.
This is kind of the low hanging fruit, but the original 1997 show, it was done by the studio who made Pokemon. I forgot the name of them. And it was okay. Like, it was good, but the animation and fight scenes were kind of choppy. Like, the fights didn't have a lot of Sakuga. And then, of course, the ending to the show kind of left you hanging a little bit. And episode 1, they did the thing that the manga did, where they started like in the middle of the story and showed you like, you know, what's happening with Guts later on. They got to not do that. I think the movies did it, like the movie reboots of Berserk, the Golden Age arc. I think those started just at the Golden Age arc. I don't remember exactly, but because that's how it should start. Like Berserk, I know they want to get you hooked in. Like the first like 3 volumes of Berserk are not the Golden Age arc. They're like a different. I forgot the name of the arc, but they're in the middle of the story, and it's like much. I think it's a better experience to go from the beginning. You know, from like Guts. You got this like dark fantasy, high fantasy. You know, mercenary guy. He's a kid. He grows up in this camp, and you know he's he's abused and lives like a really like rough life and all that. But like the way they started the manga and the anime could be just at the Golden Age. That's all they got to do. But yeah, look, they got to finish the damn show and not make it 3D CG celery people with sticks up their butts like the 2016 Berserk. We all know that.
The famous walking away scene where he looks like
God, he has like a
somebody drawn on construction paper and glued to a popsicle stick and just moving up and down in a way.
Oh, hey, that sounds very familiar.
And also that show had like the spinning camera, that like the camera. They're like, oh, we have 3D. Let's fucking spin the camera a lot. So you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd get Studio Bones to do this because they're fucking like amazing at getting the right animators and getting all the people together to get it done. You know, Mob Psycho 100, Full Metal Alchemist, that type of thing.
Yeah, just start fresh.
Yeah, starting from the Golden Age arc, that would be episode 1. You go through that, and then you go through the whole show or the whole manga, and it's like
the rest of the way. Yeah,
shitload of volumes. But and of course, we all know that Kentaro Miura recently died. So like, it's not even. Like the manga is never going to be like fully finished, but I think I heard they're going to like wrap it up with like he had like some notes, so they're going to do like one more chapter or something.
It's got one more chapter coming out in like a couple, I think in a little bit here. I don't know when, it's a couple weeks or a month away, but
Then there's
Yeah.
going to be like a bunch of like color pages that are like from other artists dedicated to. It's going to be like a dedication.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
The magazine will be dedicated to him. Yeah. So
It seems like a lot of the best artists die young. It fucking sucks. Like Satoshi Kon died young.
It's
Kentaro
terrible.
Miura died young because he was like 50 something, right?
he was in his 50s. Yeah. It sucks. Absolutely
yeah.
terrible.
So, and they don't know if it's because he was overworked or not, but like the chapters were coming out pretty slow with him. He had like a rare, like instantly fatal thing that killed him. I don't know how that was. It was like a blood clot or something. I don't know the exact diagnosis, but anyway,
Some
yeah.
stupid body thing. Yeah, pretty much.
It's
Yeah.
one of those things where it's like you just die like really fast. Like you don't have a chance to even go to the hospital or something.
No. Yeah.
But maybe they knew about it before. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. That sucks. But yeah. So yeah, Berserk has like some of the best manga art of all time, and like no adaptation has really done it justice. I would say the 1997 version got like the closest in terms of like feel because it had the Susumu Hirasawa music, like the classic, Berserk tunes that we've all heard that. And like the Golden Age arc itself is like a 10 out of 10, and just like the story itself carried that one. And I think I like that style of animation better too. The 3D, they got to never do that again. Fuck 3D, dude.
Just don't do that, dude.
Just for any show, don't do it.
I mean, I thought it was great for, Beastars and Dorohedoro, but
Yeah, I'd still prefer the 2D style though.
I get you.
But yeah, so yeah, what did I say? Studio Bones. The director would be Tetsuro Araki from Attack on Titan and Death Note.
God,
I don't know why I picked that. I just thought that'd be kind of cool.
it would work. I mean, they know,
They
it's like
make it fucking hype.
dark fantasy.
Script Genno Urobuchi. I don't know if you need a script or not, but he's good at brutal stories.
Mm-hmm.
And character designer Hirohiko Araki from JoJo.
Araki.
It's the guy who did JoJo.
Just make it fantastical.
Yeah,
Nick is like pulling out all the stops on this one.
Guts could do some JoJo poses as he's slaughtering people.
Pulling out all the stops on, and honestly, Berserk deserves it. So
Yeah,
They're
this would
reading
be
that-
like
Nick,
this
did
would
you
be
see-
the flamboyant Berserk.
Nick, did you see the picture I posted in seasonal discussion that I tagged you in?
Nope. Where
Oh, you should look at it.
I don't know where.
oh
you posted
yeah,
it.
yeah.
When was that?
Yeah.
Oh, it was like this afternoon.
It's just like it's funny.
It's
like
from Kageki
How do I find my apps?
Shogo. It's from Kageki Shoujo.
Oh yeah. That's
It's
the
with
JoJo.
Watanabe, and she looks like a character from JoJo, and she's saying weaklings.
Oh yeah. Like
fucking
Fist of the North Star, like the huge thick neck.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm with you on that. I think if you're gonna do it, let's do it for real. Pull it off.
Somebody had to say Berserk. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be the normie.
Somebody had to say it. Okay. Very good. My second one was gonna be Excel World, but I can talk about that another time because it didn't finish. So, a lot of people gave it a really low score because there were so many other things that they put in the show, and then none of it got answered, and everybody was like, wait, what about these 10 things that you didn't even expand upon? And that's because the novels kept going and nobody, whatever. Anyway, I had a better answer, and I had forgotten about it till now, so I changed it. But I'll leave that for the end. So my second one, I think they should take the Cassette Girl short from the Japan Animator Expo and do a series of it.
Is that the one where she's like riding around on the cassette? Was that like the Daikon style, like the bunny suit girl?
She does do the bunny suit thing from Daikon, but she's riding around in a robot or like a battle. It's like a big.
Yeah.
It's on a big mech, but it's like it obviously is bigger than, it's like a 9-foot tall mech, but like, she's like in this. It was by Hiroyasu Kobayashi at Studio Zebek CGI, and it's like a 7-minute short. Just look up Cassette Girl Japan Animator Expo on YouTube. It's on there. But it's this girl, and she's going around in this mech, and the mech's name is Sandro. And it's like in this apocalyptic winter, and like she's going through this old town, what looks to be like
somewhere in Tokyo or Akihabara, or like in one of the big city places, one of the big entertainment districts where there's like a bunch of like nerdy stores and shit. And she goes into a video store, and she's looking for like certain kinds of tapes, like VHS tapes or beta tapes, whatever. And these drones come out, and they're called the media police, and they try and like stop her because apparently what she's doing is illegals. So like, they blow up the store, and they're fighting in like this big like wintry hill or whatever, wintry landscape just covered in snow. And she picks up a beta tape, and it's an anime, and she puts the tape in Sandro, in her robot, and she turns into like the thing that it's from. And they don't explicitly say where it's from, but her armor and Sandro changes into like a shield and a sword and a bunny suit on her, and then she rides on top of like a bigger sword, and that is like from the Daikon animation opening thing. And it's supposed to be kind of like a nod to that or whatever. So one can assume that the tape she put in Sandro was that little animation or whatever. But then she fights this big, huge robot thing that's like the head of the media police, and she blows it up by doing the super fantastical, super rocket Justice Pack robot shoot arm go thing. And it's super sick. And I would just love to see a series of that. I think it would be really dope if they did a series of this, and I couldn't think of like a studio to do it, because the whole thing was in CG, but it was really good CG. Like there are parts of it where it's that very nice blend of 2.5D, 2D kind of thing,
I feel like Studio Orange would do a good job with this.
I would say like I was thinking like if Studio Orange teamed up with like Trigger or something like that, or Science Saru.
It definitely. I'm watching the YouTube right now, and it's very like. Her character design is pretty Trigger inspiring. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I would say like Trigger combined.
Well, Trigger came from Gynax.
Nick, you're saying it wrong. It's Gynax.
Yeah, Gynax.
But yeah, like Studio Orange and Trigger could definitely do a good collab for this.
I thought Shuhei Honda could do the character design, because he did like Black Rock Shooter, he did Darling in the Franxx in between animation. He was like also one of the key animators and character designer for Kiznaiver and Kill la Kill. So I thought it would be really cool if she got that kind of treatment. But I would love to see I would love to see an anime of that. Like even if it's just 12 episodes.
Oh, she does the Star Wars where she wraps the
yeah, she does the
VHS, like she wraps the film around its legs.
She wraps the VHS film around him, and he falls over and then does the thing.
Is it AT-AT or AT-AT?
Apparently it's AT-AT, which is stupid.
I don't know which one it is.
But it stands for all-terrain something titties. I don't know. But yeah, super cool. I recommend everyone watch that. It's 7 minutes. It's from the Anime Expo shorts, and I would love to see an anime of that. That would be super cool. There were a lot of Animator Expos shorts that I loved, and I would also love to see adaptations of. This one was just the most memorable to me because yeah, Boo and Boobalina was legit, dude. I love Boo and Boobalina. It's so good. No, but Cassette Girl was cool because like I'm that like hipster dumb bitch on the show who's always
of course you would pick something super indie.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, like VHSs and beta tapes and vinyl records. Man, yeah, because I'm always going off about my VHS tapes and shit. And one of the things that the media police villains say is like, "Oh, stop hanging on to this. Let go of the past. Whatever. You cling to the past with these tapes and whatever." And she's like, "Fuck yo, couch." And then she blows them up, and it's legit. Anyway, I've gone on enough about it, but I would love to see a show about that. That would be sick. I would say same director and everything, like, obviously, because obviously he did a great job. But
he made it, so.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. So, yeah. Danny's number 2.
My number 2 is going to be Ace Attorney.
Right.
Yeah, the Ace Attorney anime that we have now is.
You guys
It's
picked more fun ones than I did.
poop.
You guys pick what? Yeah, Nick. That's what I was trying to tell you. Is like, you got to pick. Like, I don't know. But
All,
you probably
all of
legit-
mine are serious.
Yeah, Nick is serious.
I mean, I'm serious about my picks too, but
Oh,
like,
but you had like funny stuff. I guess there's some
I'm s-
comedy in mine as well. Maybe not Lain. Lain. That's
Yeah,
Anyway.
probably not Lane.
Anyway.
I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
But yeah, the one.
Anyway.
The anime we got was like it was okay.
it's literally it's just, you don't even have to like watch it. Just fucking play the games. Like frame for frame, it's literally the video game. You know,
this is one of those. It's one of those ones where it's like just play the game.
Yeah. Like it's good. It's awesome to see like them animated and everything like that, but literally the entire time they're in the courtroom, it's the video game. And every time Phoenix Wright proves that his client is not guilty, the fucking like literally it happens in the game too. It says not guilty, and then all of a sudden like confetti just starts like pouring from the ceiling. It's like, why?
Wait, so then what are you proposing? Like, what do you? Are you proposing to do like a new thing and adapt a new thing, or what?
completely redo, like revamp it? Who did this?
Make it a
one
story
picture-
that's like separate from like the game.
Well, still have the same stories as the game, because like over time, at least like the newer games like Duel of Destiny has some animation cutscenes in it, and
Sure.
they're super like how those cutscenes, they're like kind of really organic and they fit. So I definitely would like the direction that I would want this show to go is don't rely on the visual novel so much, like literally how they did Steins Gate. You know,
Sure.
like when you watch Steins Gate, you don't think that it's a visual novel. You know, you're watching an anime, you're not watching a visual novel. So
Yeah,
like,
don't like just rehash the same scenes and effects.
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that. Like do a new thing. Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
adapt it, man. You got to make it into motion picture.
Yeah.
right, exactly. And that's kind of not what happened with Ace Attorney. I would still want A1 Pictures to be the studio for this, because they actually do some pretty solid work. Like they bring out some good stuff. So, but director, I would probably want the guy who did Erased and Millionaire Detective, just to like have that like some more dark, ominous kind of direction towards it. Like make it a little bit more serious, and like don't be afraid to use any blood or anything like that, because there is blood in the game. I mean, these fucking like there wouldn't be a case like a murder case if there wasn't any blood, kind of thing.
Sure. Yeah. I know what you mean.
So
Make it a little bit more noir of legal drama instead of just like a kind of goofy legal drama.
yeah, like it
Because the
could
game,
still
when you're playing the
have-
game, it's a little serious. You know, when you're getting to those.
yeah, for sure it is. Like I said, it definitely has its twists and dark turns, especially in the later games. For example, like what do you call it, Duels of Destiny. There is a very heavy dark twist in that game, and also the ancestor, the Great Ace. Right, the Great Ace Attorney. I think that's what it's called. It's the Chronicles. It's just
the newest one.
It came out for the Switch. That definitely also has some like dark turns and everything. So
Yeah.
I
Just like
definitely
a for real
would,
adaptation is what you're asking.
like seriously,
Like,
yeah.
be serious. Yeah,
because
be real. Like, what the fuck's your
be
problem?
real about it. Don't
Yeah.
just be real.
Like, be a real person. Like,
Be a real person.
yeah, I get you. I'm with that. Because it's like, then just play the game then, you know? Like, what the
Yeah,
hell?
like it's
Yeah.
still, I mean, I watched it. It's still fun, but literally as I watch it, it's like I could just be playing the game right now.
Objection. Yeah, dude.
So
Phoenix Wright is cool. I'm also a big fan of Miles Edgeworth. I love Miles Edgeworth.
yeah.
All right, Nick.
Oh,
Son.
shit. It's my turn again. All right, this one
Trace.
is from out of left field. Serial Experiments Lain reboot, modern style.
I don't know, man.
I don't know if this would work. This is kind of an all or nothing play. The original Serial Experiments Lain was dealing with, God, I don't even know the exact themes, but it was dealing with like early internet, right? And like how that would affect people's like psyche, that type of thing. Because like Lain, she became basically like a god on the internet, and this was late 90s, so yeah, 1998, and like commercial internet didn't even start until like literally like 1995. I think. I mean, you could get internet before that, but like you couldn't easily get it. You know what I mean? But yeah, so this is like the themes in the old Serial Experiments Lain were relevant to the time, and they're a little bit.
So how would you modernize this story?
I don't know.
If the story is about like the experience of the internet, maybe it could be like.
Yeah, it's kind of like meshing the
like
it meshes
kind of thing.
Yeah, it meshes the real world and the wire. They call it the wired, which is just the internet. And it's kind of like it's a very avant-garde, like cryptic, weird show, the original one. So
the ending
the
is
new
so
show,
good, though.
yeah, it's crazy. We need to rewatch that. I want to review it because it's fucking crazy. But so the
Yeah.
new show would be kind of the same type of feel, but it would have like a modern twist. Like, yeah, you like you said, smartphones maybe, and it could be like I don't know, like
creating an app or something like that.
they could even
I
involve
don't know. I'm
like
just throwing shit out there.
they could put some cryptocurrencies in there. Hey guys, if you bought crypto, I'm gonna be a crypto bro.
It turns out that Bitcoin's been dead for over
Yeah, it turns out
years.
Lain is the first Bitcoin.
It turns out that Lain is Bitcoin. Yeah.
Though, I don't know. They could
Make
it's
it
really
for
complicated.
today's, like-
they'd have to do something with modern tech.
Yeah, you had to make it with today's. You had to adapt it for like today's tech.
And
It's
the funny thing is, like, people are so like numb to all that now. Like, how would they do that? Because like we've seen it all already. Like, as you know, we'd be like,
that's
oh,
what-
so what?
That's what made the show crazy for its time, because like even in that first
Yeah.
episode or whatever, the second, third episode, when she's building the computer, and it's like she like built a computer. Like there was cords up and around her, going in and out of her room and shit, and it was crazy.
Yeah, like liquid cooling and stuff.
Yeah.
She built a computer with 8 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, like nothing, probably.
Back
Actually, it
then,
was
the
probably
highest
It was probably way less than that.
Yeah, back then the highest was probably like
it was
4 or something.
2 gigabytes. There you go.
That's when dual core processors were coming out, and people were like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, dude, I'm not a
Yeah.
tech person. I don't know all that. So they'd have to do something crazy because
Yeah.
like people are so used to it now. So like maybe she could be like an Alexa type thing and just like get into people's minds and like fuck with them somehow. But then people would be like, "Goddamn Google, tracking me all the time." Rah! I don't know. It'd be it'd be weird.
Yeah.
You would need like a really good script, obviously. But yeah, just like a modern Serial Experiments Lain. That's all I'm trying to say. So I said Masaki Uasa would direct it. Studio Science Saru. Kensuke Usho would do the music. And then it would still have Yoshitoshi Abe, who did like the character design, and I think he did some of the script for the others. Because he did Lain, Technolize, and Hibernate Renmei character designs. So
Yeah,
you could
so
do
good.
that again.
I love that style.
I should have thought
love
about
it.
this one closer, but it's like you could do a lot of things. You could do like some quantum shit. I don't know. What is quantum?
Quantumania.
She's in 2 places at the same time. She falls through the earth. I don't know.
Yeah, if you've seen the show, you'll know what Nick is talking about. Like it's like
It's very it's like the X-Files, right?
nothing is real and everything is real and everyone's alive and everyone's dead. I don't fucking know.
It kind
It's
of
like
reminds
on
me of
some-
the X-Files a little bit.
It's like on some
or
Evangelion shit.
Boogie Pop Phantom is a little bit similar.
Boogie Pop Phantom is more like paranormal though. This is more like
it has some similarity to Evangelion a little bit. Perfect Blue, because you don't know what's real and what's not sometimes.
Like the image of like explaining Lain to somebody is like the image
Paranoia
of it's always sunny, the one guy, and he's like got the board with all the yarn and the string, and he's like,
oh yeah. Carol. Well, it's got a little bit of the Ghost in the Shell vibes to it, a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I should have said that first. That's probably it's sci-fi.
Closer.
It's a very sci-fi show. Deno Coil. I need to watch that one. Cyberspace layered on the real world. There you go.
It has a great opening, by the way, too. Lain does.
Oh, a little bit. It's got a little bit of an Angel's Egg feel as well. This character's just standing there. You got power lines, just scenes and scenes of power lines. That's what I remember from the show. It's been like 15 years since I watched it.
It's like that one episode of Family Guy. It's like, wait, that's all you're putting in the episode? Yeah, we fill in the rest of it with scenes from, drone shots of Beverly Hills and scenes from the A-Team. But yeah, dude. Yeah, I would love to watch that. That'd be sick. And if you want to review it, we can review it, I guess, for show. It's been a while since I've seen it as well. I believe it's like 20-some episodes, right? I don't even remember what the original is.
13.
13.
Okay. But yeah, dude. All right. Here's my last one. This is the one that I'm repeating from my solo cast, but I don't give a shit. So, but yeah, it's called Sukeban Deka, Delinquent Detective. Super cool show. There's this chick named Saki, and her mom is on death row for killing her husband. And her mom is like, dude, you got to do this thing, because they finna pardon me, but I'm on death row or some shit, so I don't even know what you're talking about right now. And then Saki, her daughter, is like, yeah, you're full of shit. And then she gives her this yo-yo, and it's like a metal yo-yo, and inside of the yo-yo is a badge, and that badge is like, it's like symbolic to like somebody who's like a cop, but not really. Like cooler, like you're like an actual detective person who helps people for real. And like she be whooping ass with this yo-yo. She like you think Ness from Smash Brothers whoops ass with it? She's like you've ever seen those Shaolin movies where they use the rope darts or the chains? She's like that, except with a yo-yo. And she's like, whoop-oush, just killing bitches. And it's
you had me at whoop-ow. I like the guy in the sunglasses. I'm looking at the poster of it.
The guy in the sunglasses. Yeah,
the
dude.
suit.
The suit and the sunglasses. He's like the commissioner dude or some shit.
He's got a thick mustache. He
like,
means business.
He's like the head inspector guy. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen that OVA. And I've read like the manga, the first like volume, which the OVA adapts. I think the OVA actually adapts like the first like volume and some chapters, but like I would love them to keep it in like the style. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like Shuhei Honda could do that too. But I thought it'd be cool if Imaishi did the animation at Studio Trigger, if he was the animation director and director. Just because it's like, I feel like this is up their alley to take something this classic and then just do their dumb Trigger meta shit on it and make it super cool. And just, I could just imagine the animation for whipping the yo-yo around and just fucking cutting bitches. Super cool. Like Emi Mizuchi, she's like one of the classmates, I think, of Saki or whatever, and she could be really hot. Just keep her in that 70s hairstyle. Sukeban Deka. Be super dope. Even I would like it if they did it the character designs like they did in Kiznaiver. That would be dope. I would love that. Faux show. But yeah, dude. Sukeban Deka. It's really cool if you've never heard of it.
Nobody's ever heard of it, Sam.
You're right. Okay, go, Danny.
Popularity on Mal is 6,770.
Popularity 1. It's Sam. Anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead. That's my last one.
My last one is rumored to actually have a reboot or whatever you want to call it. Is Saiyuki.
So Danny's cheating.
I mean, legit, Sam just told me about this before we started recording, so.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
again,
late.
I don't know if it's like. I don't really count. I mean, it would. I guess it's a reboot either way. But, like, I don't know if it's going to be adapting the original anime and manga or if it's going to be, like, a new thing. So I don't really know. Either way, you want to see it. And I think it's what you've chosen would still be different than what they're already doing right now. So.
Yeah. I mean, I've watched the original. The original came out in the 2000s. I mean, it definitely did not age well at all. But I love the story, and I kind of grew up on this. So this show was definitely one of the many really bad early 2000 shows that I actually really enjoyed. And the story is great, and the characters in it are really fucking awesome. Gojo is definitely one of my favorites. And Genjo, who is he's one of the main characters. He's a monk. So he pretty much embarks this journey with like 3 other demons that fight alongside him to face these other demons that want to resurrect this like all powerful demon. Because in their universe, humans and demons are able to live with each other, but then up until recently, some demons have been attacking humans, and the temple that Genjo Sanzo is a part of, they're kind of like, I guess you want to call them demon hunters, if you would call them that. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting story. Who did this? What studio? Studio Perriot did it way back when.
Isn't it
Pierrot, Daddy.
Whatever.
That one I can forgive you for that one. That has like a bunch of silent.
Which one of our listeners?
Yeah, literally, there's a T at the end.
Which one of our listeners?
Wrong. Maybe it is Perriot. I don't fucking know.
Which one of our listeners is writing the Dannyisms? Add that to the list.
Wait, I gotta type it in.
I don't know. Leave me alone.
I always thought it was the French word for Pierrot, but maybe it is. It could be.
Here we go. I googled it. Let's see what it says. Oh yeah, they even had they pronounce it with P-E-E. There you go.
I don't know. Anyway,
how to say Perot on YouTube. Go ahead, Danny. I'm just listening.
Well, anyway, yeah, I definitely would want a reboot of this show. I would probably want everyone who worked on Vinland Saga to do this.
Oh yeah, that would work.
Like
Wit
definitely, because like if you when you watch the show, it's definitely that gritty. Like the backgrounds are very desert, kind of like plain. And I feel like that's the same with Vinland Saga, except like instead of desert, it's like snow and like.
So you want somebody who can do bad backgrounds?
I mean,
I'm just
bad but good backgrounds. Like you don't really, it's war kind of thing. So
yeah.
And these 4 travelers are on a journey and they're fighting as well. So I feel like that. The staff who worked on Vinland Saga would probably do a solid job with this, or even the people who did Demon Slayer as well. I feel like
Ufotable,
yeah.
Is it UFO table? Now I don't know how to pronounce that.
You fold a table.
How to pronounce UFO table?
Danny's like, no, you fold it.
You fold. You yourself fold a table.
UFO table. U table. UFO table.
UFO table. Ufotable. Ufotable.
We're going back to our roots where we just sound out words.
Yeah. Dude, shout out to Chaz Smith, my favorite Viner. Pronouncing things incorrectly.
You fought a bull.
You fought a bull, dude. Cavassier Gavine jar.
Oh my
Anyway.
God.
Yeah, dude. Look, Saiyuki was coming out at that time where I was kind of like starting
You've
to get
seen it, Sam, right?
No. It was
okay.
coming out at that time where I started kind of I was kind of getting over anime, like kind of getting away from it.
The old
And so
hiatus.
I had only watched a DVD that it was lent to me by a friend, but I never finished it. So like I never borrowed the other DVDs.
I mean, this was around the time where I definitely started really getting into anime and stuff, and like Suncoast Videos and Sam Goodies was out and stuff, and literally, I mean, there were no streaming services out back then.
You would walk into one of those video stores or a Barnes and Noble, and Saiyuki was like everywhere. It was like
people were using like LimeWire
you would pick up
Yeah.
DVDs and shit like that.
Kazaa or whatever.
Kazaa.
And then I think like once like on demand stuff started like being a big thing on cable and everything, I think Saiyuki was on there at a point. And
that's when you watched it?
Yeah, well, that's when I like kind of like watched it from beginning to end, but then again when it was airing, I rarely remember a lot of the whole show. So it's a little fuzzy for me right now, cuz I only remember there's certain parts that I own, like the DVDs that I own. I only remember those parts. And also I remember watching the movie as well, which the movie was like a little side thing. But yeah, I feel like anything from the early 2000s could definitely use a fresh reboot, a readaptation.
Sure. Okay. Hell yeah, dude. I think these are all great ideas. I think Nick's were pretty good. Definitely Berserk, definitely Lain. I would love to see Lain. I would definitely love to see Cassette Girl. I mean, I would love to see all of mine for sure. But I think definitely Danny had some where she was like, she wasn't happy with how it was done, so she wanted it done for real, for real.
I wanted to write.
Oh, it aired on the Anime Network.
Yeah. It did
That's
air on
old
the
school.
Anime Network, yeah.
Yeah, that's legit. All right. Yeah, dude. Let me know what you guys... Oh, dude. Nick, you didn't put up the poll for the Anime Olympics, did you?
Oh, God.
Whatever,
I forgot!
Whatever, I won. I'm the best.
Okay.
All right, gotta go battle.
I still have to listen to it. It's not on my phone for some odd reason.
We
I'm
can,
upset.
let's just post the poll today, and we'll figure it out. We'll say it in the next episode. Better late than never.
Oh, man. All right. Anyway, that's great. Let me know what you guys think. Like, hey, they should reboot this one or do a sequel to this one or continue this one. Let me know what you guys think. Also, shout out again to patron Gizmo for the idea. That's legit as hell.
Gizmo's Garage.
I'm going to call this patron topic number 2 because that's definitely what it is. And hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much for listening every week. You know I love all of you very, very much. And that being said, I've been Sam, that's Danny, and that's Nick, and we've been the Anime Summit Podcast. Oh, and that's Smokey, but nobody cares.